I've stepped out on the limb and tried something crazy. I combined a Caribbean fried coconut rice with a jerk chicken. And what we have here is another steal of the deal. Today's special, all this meat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 legs for $5.33. I'm only going to use the thighs because that's all that's going to go in the recipe. However, since we're making so much marinade, I'm going to separate the legs, and selfishly, I'm going to keep those in the marinade as well because I can smoke some jerk legs from me off to the side. To get started, I'm going to do one of these for you just to show you what we're working with. Simple leg quarter and thigh. We're going to separate the leg from the thigh, just like that. I'm actually going to make a few slits inside the leg just to absorb that marinade for me. And then I'm going to debone this thigh, and we're going to use that for our Caribbean fried rice. You can smoke these backs if you wanted to. You could bake them, you could roast them. They're perfect for stocks, soups, stews, you name it. And this is what you would buy at the store as a boneless, skinless chicken thigh. And we're just going to cut up these in like bite-sized pieces. Kind of like match the hatch, as I say. You don't want these too big. This is going to a fried rice. And you should have yourself something like that. Alrighty, we have all of our ingredients mise en place out. This recipe will be on theflattopking.com. We've done it in the past. We just like to sometimes redo our recipes just to make sure they're dang good as what we remember. I like making this. It does seem like a lot, and there's no doubt about it. There's more than what we're going to need today. However, I like to freeze it because we can use it later on. Typically when I buy the ingredients like this, and it takes a little bit more time than what I'm accustomed to, I might as well just make a bigger batch, freeze it, and then when I want something as good as this, you know, when I don't have enough time, then I can already buy the chicken broken down, thaw out that marinade, refrigerate it, marinated, and then grill it the next day or something like that. So let's go through the ingredients. We'll get it in the blender, pureed, and add it to our chicken. Olive oil, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, thyme, black pepper, cinnamon, allspice, salt, brown sugar, and nutmeg. About a 2-inch finger of fresh ginger. Take the back of the spoon, a fork, a knife, something like that. And it actually comes off pretty easy. Habaneros, as much as you like, stems removed. I'm keeping the seeds in there. That way my wife can yell at me. The juice of 1 lime. 1 medium sweet onion. About 7 cloves of garlic. All right, put that in a blender, puree it up, blend it up. Let's get it smooth. And just like that, you have yourself some blended jerk sauce. Another very, very popular, probably the #1 most popular brand out there, Walker's Wood. If you don't want to go through all this hassle and steps, you could definitely buy it at the grocery store. I think most grocery stores around here have it, which means it's got to be pretty common throughout the United States. Everything you want. Golly, woo.
Spicy. Maybe 1 habanero instead of 3. Let me taste.
No. You're going to need to cook it. Let me get the other spoon. No, it's not double dipping. It's another spoon.
Make sure there's no habaneros.
Well, I wish we could turn the camera around on you. It's like it don't hit you until you swallow it.
Oh, it hits you. It hits you. It is. It's got good flavor. You know what? I would probably love it with like a jalapeno and 1 jalapeno instead of 3 habaneros.
All right, like I said, these are the chicken legs that I just cut up. And then this is the leftover thigh that I had. So that's all the thigh meat there is. Not bad at all. All that for $5, you can't go wrong.
I need some milk.
I know When I swallowed it, I think it went down with no saliva, and I think it got hung up right there, and it's still making a zing right there. A little bit goes a long ways.
It's got good flavor though.
Oh yeah, that's why I like making it. I actually prefer it, but some people don't want to go through all the hassle. Just give this a mix. We're going to refrigerate overnight. I just wanted to quickly show you something. This video is not sponsored. However, I just absolutely love the product, and I wanted to share my enjoyment with you guys. So, not sponsored. I don't deal with them. Nothing like that. I can leave the information down below, but this is what we've been dealing with. Here is a pack of 4 spaghetti sauces that my mother-in-law made for a big party that we had. And this is called Super Cubes. I don't know if you guys have checked this out online or seen anything about it, but this is like 100% legit. They come in different sizes, shapes, patterns. Like you can get one that comes all the way down and then separates them into 8s. You get them to 16s. Actually, I'm thinking about getting another one and then putting water in there and then using those for my brown water evening beverages because they're like block style instead of like the normal ice machine. But this is the deal. My mother-in-law made like tons of spaghetti sauce left over. You put them in here and they actually have fill lines. Like right there's 1 cup, right there's a half cup. Perfect for meal prep. And what I'll do, since I have so many of them now, I'm gonna put them in here just to show you what I've done, spaghetti sauce. But what I'll do is I'll actually take this a step further and vacuum seal these individually portioned. And why am I doing this? Because this is typically what happens. We all know that we put something in the refrigerator, it gets different wonkies in there, it freezes, and that's what you're left with. You have to thaw the whole thing out to use it. My kid, my youngest one, is the only one that really eats this the way my mother-in-law makes it. So we just portion out in individual sizes and then we freeze it. It's already froze. So I'm going to wash this and then I'm going to probably portion out in 2 different equal ones. I'll vacuum seal this off camera or something like that since I have so many. But then after I wash this, I'll take this, split it into 2 of them, freeze it, and then I'll vacuum seal those as well. And then next time that we need Jamaican jerk or anything like that, then I don't have to thaw out the whole thing. I can just use it for me. Perfect. I love these things. All right, just like any fried rice, we need to make the rice the day ahead. Coconut rice, let's try it out. So we have a can of coconut milk. Add that to our rice cooker. 1 cup of water, some sugar, some butter. Just kind of get that mixed up a little bit.
Blooper.
And 2 cups and 2 cups of jasmine rice.
Looks like a wedding out here.
Oh. All right. We're gonna turn it on, let it do its thing. Then we'll put it on a sheet tray, we'll fluff it up, let it come to room temperature. Once it comes to room temperature, we'll plastic wrap it, put that in the refrigerator, and then we'll be able to use it tomorrow. We have some prep work to go over. First things first, I have unsweetened coconut. This is roughly about a half a cup. It's really just more of a garnish. We're gonna throw it in the oven about 400 degrees, stir it around, toast it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. And just like that, it happens extremely fast. I'm talking about within minutes, so don't walk away from this. And there we go. Toasted unsweetened coconut for the garnish. Alrighty, just to recap, we have our coconut rice done the day before. We have some peas, we have some butter, we have that chopped up garlic, Thai sweet chili sauce, some oil, some soy sauce, toasted coconut. Then we have our onions, our green onions, the whites of the green onions, bell pepper, pineapple, and then we have the tops of the green onions here. So the idea is this. Let's make our fried rice completely separate. On the same griddle, just on a different part, We're gonna crank that temperature up and get a good sear on that jerk chicken, and at the very end, we'll combine everything together. I think it should be fantastic. And as always, the exact measurements will be on theflattopking.com. I just got some high heat oil right here. The griddle's hovering about 425. I want it to be hot to start with because that rice is gonna cool down the griddle. Touch of oil, about a tablespoon. Start our vegetables, everything but the tops of the greens, onions. I prefer the crispy rice, so I'm looking for a little color on the bottom, and it should look something like that if you can see the difference. That is perfect for me. So that is our go-to method. That's our telltale sign, and this is what we like doing. Make a well, butter in the middle. As that butter softens, we're gonna add that garlic. This happens very quickly. You don't want to burn the garlic. And right before it starts turning color, it gets extremely fragrant, breaks down, kind of creates like a garlic butter. And that's when we start tossing. Half cup of frozen peas. Plenty of residual heat. Cut this griddle side to low. Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
So just like a little rundown, I haven't used this in over a month. It's my Traeger, and this top is just absolutely flawless. I mean, it's like glass. For this specific application, you want this to be a little bit hotter, right? So if you notice that we're already smoking, which means our griddle's up to temp for the oil that we're using. Avocado oil has a high smoke point, so I can already tell you that our temperature is up there. If your temperature is too low, you're not gonna get a great sear on your chicken. I think that's gonna be the key to this dish. So what you wanna do is, if you got to this stage and your griddle's not smoking yet, you want to take it a few seconds to let it climb in temperature. Maybe adjust your knobs if you need to. I'm still on a medium. About a tablespoon of oil. I don't want to overdo it. There's oil in the marinade already. This is what that chicken looks like after it's been marinating. And each piece kind of gets its own landing zone. One ingredient you could have added, which would just add to that jerk idea, the flavor, is that like a hickory smoke or like a liquid smoke if you wanted to, because you don't get that with a griddle, but that's always an option. See the little crispiness on the bottom? And to that, sweet chili sauce. Another good option maybe would be like a mango jelly. And you could add some red pepper flakes or heck, even like a marmalade. Go ahead and turn this off. Alrighty, I think it's key to the dish. That crust right there. That's why we did it separate. That's what I'm talking about. That's just something you can't get if you mound all your chicken up at once and let it cook together. It just steams. I'm gonna move the chicken over. We talk about clean as you go all the time. You see all that nastiness? I don't want that in my fried rice. Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
And right at the very end, you put those green onion tops on there. that residual heat will cook those through. Nice little punch of flavor. And we'll put the coconut in on the end. And when it's all said and done, you got your toasted coconut, just for a little crunch, just for a little flavor, right on top. Another idea I had, fried plantains would be good for this as well. Seems like a lot of steps, but sometimes it could be worth it. I don't know yet. My wife tastes it. She won't tell me if she likes it or not. Her nose is running. She says she can't handle the chicken. I'm laughing.
It's spicy.
Oh my gosh. Here's the jerk chicken that I pulled off my pellet smoker. I'm gonna have it on the side. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I make this I don't make it a lot because I know she don't like it, but when I have a chance, I do make it. So, all right. I didn't get a chance to taste the rice.
The rice is super good by itself.
Mmm.
You do like cut like diced ham in there.
Spam.
Yep.
Mmm. Woo. Woo.
Maybe one habanero instead of 3.
Dang. That's got some heat. Dang, that rice is good. Ironically enough, you honestly don't get a lot of coconut flavor. I, for one, am not a huge coconut fan when it comes to eating. Drinking is a whole nother story. I don't like coconut fried shrimp. I was skeptical of the coconut rice to begin with. I actually didn't even want to do the video. But you said try it because you never know. And I've always been a big preacher of you never know until you try. It's not overpowering. It just adds like a little depth of flavor on the back end. It's overpowered by that jerk chicken, but it is dang good.
Your nose is running too. It's spicy.
Mmm.
Give me a bite of everything together.
Mmm.
Small piece of chicken.
The pineapple acts like it cuts the heat, but it just balances the sweet and the heat. Always, when you're cutting up your vegetables, cutting up your chicken, remember it's about matching the hatch. What do I mean by that? One of my favorite sayings. You literally need to make sure that your ingredients are small enough to where when you pick it up with a fork, you don't have like massive chunks hanging off your fork and you can't get everything together, right? One harmonious bite. Oh, that's a big word. Oh, I love it.
It is super good.
That chicken's good.
The chicken is spicy, but it is good.
All right, guys, as always, find us on Instagram, find us on Facebook. There's a join button down below. It's a membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Last but not least, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. Peace.
Here, give me a bite just of the rice. The rice is like super good.
This is actually one of the better rices.
You could do this with shrimp, like a little
I wonder if that-
tropical.
Yeah, I think sriracha would tone it down. Well, it hasn't on that chicken leg over there.